Here with another live episode of Sales and Marketing Secrets. And today I'm excited to talk to you about a topic that is extremely important, having to do with content marketing. Because if you don't do content marketing, if you're not taking advantage of content marketing the right way as a realtor or a small business owner in today's world, you're missing out in a huge, huge way. It's one of the most powerful tools that you can use is to give, add value, and then ask instead of just asking for people's business. So, where does this come from? I watched a really powerful video by Alex Ramosi. He's owns acquisitions.com, and I like studying him because I pretty much do the same thing. So if you don't know my background, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and what I do is I actually buy businesses and fix them up and bring them to 7 figures. And I also have a mastermind group called Run 360 that helps people plug into sales, marketing, cutting edge marketing, sales, and business growth strategies so they can take their business from 6 figures to 7 figures. And it's one of the fastest growing privately held mastermind groups on the planet. And it's been going awesome. And so I study Alex Ramosi because he kind of does something similar, a little bit of a different target audience. I'm more realtors and small business owners. He focuses on larger corporations, but at the end of the day, his video was pretty powerful. He talked about the idea of ratio of giving and content versus a call to action versus asking for somebody's business when it comes to content marketing. And I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I've been learning and doing from the video that I watched of him that got over 100,000 plus views on the video. Very, very popular topic. And so the idea is a 3-to-1 ratio. So when you're doing content marketing, it's important to make sure that you're not asking all the time because you can lose an audience. So let me give you an example of what I mean. I actually know a fellow real estate coach of mine through a friend of a friend. And he had a really awesome podcast, and his podcast was going really, really well. But the problem was he gained an audience, and he started putting too many call to actions throughout his podcast. So he started losing his audience, and his podcast dropped dramatically. And it was a good example of somebody who just started asking too much, and really put themselves in a bad position. And so I studied this and I was watching this, and for myself, it's a delicate balance too, because I'm primarily into agent attraction and B2B marketing is primarily what I do now. And I help realtors market B2C because I got really good at that as being in the real estate space originally. So what the struggle I had is with agent attraction specifically as I was recruiting people to my brokerage or recruiting salespeople or whatever it may be, is finding the balance between trying to directly recruit them and actually providing them value. And so I played around with the different ratios, and I found and tested that this 3-to-1 ratio works really, really well. So what you do is you put out 3 pieces of valuable content without any call to action, and then the 4th one that you put out would have a call to action on it. So for example, in the agent attraction world, I'm going to provide maybe a blog or a video, a free training course, invite them to an event, provide amazing training, and make sure that I'm giving unbelievable value. And then once in a while have a call to action to come look at our EXP team as an example. Or if you look at one of our mastermind group, we put out tons of awesome content like this all the time, where we don't really ask for anything, but subtly in the background, you'll see a little bit of a call to action so you can check out the private mastermind group. So, but we're always trying to lead with value. And so the key thing I got from Alex Ramosi as I was learning about this is that asking too much in your content or in your videos can backfire on you. And one of the things that I liked he talked about, Alex Ramosi talked about, was this idea of this 3-to-1 ratio and maybe like a YouTube video or other forms of content. But when it comes to even short form content, one of the things that he talked about was more of like a 10-to-1 ratio. So if you're putting a lot of short form content out, like 30-second video clips, you might want to do, like 8 videos per one call to action. So that way your audience is getting a ton of value. So let's say you're a realtor and you're trying to really grow your audience. You probably have this question like, how much content do I put out and what should my call to action be? Well, for most of your content, there shouldn't be any call to action, especially when it comes to short form video. It should just be engaging, helpful content that you're using to engage your audience, or even maybe you're doing an awareness ad or retargeting ad. It should just be really helpful content. And then rotating in there, maybe like a cash offer campaign or whatever your call to action is for your niche. You rotate that in there and you're going to find you'll build an awesome audience. So the key here, key takeaways from today's sales and marketing secret is find the balance of asking or giving versus asking. And the more that you give, eventually people are going to come to you. But I've seen the other mistake, and I've seen the mistake that people don't ask at all. And so they don't get. So find that balance for you, what works for your brand. I like a 3-to-1 ratio for my brand. That's what's been working out really well for us. And I hope you found today's sales and marketing secret tip helpful. And you can check out if you like my content, you can check out the Ren360, ren360.io. You can check out our private mastermind group for more amazing content like this. So with that, have an awesome Saturday, and I will see everybody for the next live episode of Sales and Marketing Secrets.